So our next presentation will be delivered by Mr. Sarmed Latif. He's a researcher fellow and faculty member at Civil Engineering Department at Comar University. He holds a master's degree in civil engineering, and he's specialized in applying artificial intelligence techniques. His presentation will be about significance of publishing research works in a reliable indexed journals. Please, Doctor.
Take it. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thanks for having me as a keynote speaker today here in this conference. Hopefully, we exchange ideas together in order to develop our academic institutions in our country. Today, we will talk about one of the most important criteria in Today we talk about one of the most essential criteria for university ranking and for developing our country, which is scientific research. Scientific research is a great tool for building knowledge and facilitating learning. Through research, we can solve the pre-existing problem and the new one that may happen in the future. When we talk about future, we simply mean prediction. We need prediction tool for solving any specific problem in any field. And through conducting research, we can get this. When it comes to the significance of research, the importance of research, we talk based on 3 stages. The first one for individual, for researcher, for university lecturers. It's very important. Why? Because through conducting high-quality research, our knowledge will be increased and our information will be updated, so we can offer a better quality of teaching to the students and to the learners. And the second stage is academic institutions. How we can increase the rank of the university through conducting high-quality research. And the final one for authority, the governmental sector. In the developed country in the world, any government sector can solve their problem through researchers and scientists, because through research we can identify the issue and later on we can provide a sustainable or a suitable solution based on a suitable method. The first stage, the importance of conducting research to individuals, to university lecturers. When we, as a university lecturer, when we conduct high-quality research, we will add knowledge in our field and we will update the information that's related to the new problem in our area. And after that, we will have a creative mind, then we think critically. With all those points, our information, our knowledge will be increased and we can have a better generation for the future. When it comes to academic institutions, there are lots of criteria that has a great impact on increasing the rank of the universities. For example, as most of you are familiar with, the ratio of international students, the ratio of international faculty members in the academic institution. But when it comes to research, it's one of the great impact on increasing the rank of the university. So the faculty members should be well trained, well prepared, because when we conduct research, it's not only conducting research. When we say high quality research, so it means it must have a novelty, a new idea, a new invention. It should add a new aspect to the science, and at the same time, it should it should fill a gap in the literature of the research. And if we conduct high-quality research, of course, another great impact is citation, because this is one of our problems. In our country, if we talk about Iraq as a case study, most of us, we have like a good number of publications. Maybe some of us have 20 research articles, but when it comes to citation, we get less citation. Why? Because we were not able to publish our research work in a high-indexed international journal. So, if we concentrate on a single problem in our country, if we ask ourselves, has the Ministry of Higher Education paid attention to improve the level of universities? If we talk about Iraq generally, or Kurdistan region specifically, any efforts have been done by the government or authority is highly appreciated. But when it comes to research, we seriously have a lot of problem. One of the problem is that for promoting scientific title, the Ministry of Higher Education recognized many non-indexed journals. And at the same time, most of our local journals are also non-indexed. It might be indexed, but not with a recognized organization or recognized database, such as Web of Science, Clarivate Analytic, or Scopus. So another problem in our local journals, local scientific journals, is reviewers. When the editor invite reviewer to review any research work, mostly there is a kind of corruption in our country. And sometimes the invited reviewers are not qualified enough to review this work. That's the difference between a high-indexed journal and non-indexed or not recognized journal. Another problem is that research grants is not provided in our country. If we talk about the developed country, usually it's almost impossible to conduct a high-quality research with high novelty, with high contribution to the science without having grant. I have experience abroad. I was working on a single research for 1.5 years with a research grant. We had a reliable data, everything were available, grants were available, so we were able to conduct a high-quality research. But in our country, there is no grant, actually. Another problem is that even if we are fully skilled to conduct a high-quality research, there is not any funding to pay for open access journal. So we go for subscription. When we go for subscription, what will happen? Most scientists and researchers around the world, they are not able to access to our research. That means they cannot even cite it into their research. So the number of citation will completely decrease, and the consequences of that, our university ranks will not increase. If we take this scientific promotion rule in Iraq as a case study, as an example, when we finish master's degree, we immediately become assistant lecturer. Then if we do not study PhD, and if we want to if we want to promote our scientific title to become a lecturers, according to the policy of the Ministry of Higher Education, we need to conduct 2 research publications and 3 years of teaching. There is a problem in this policy. What's the problem? As we said, the Ministry of Higher Education recognized many non-indexed journals. And those journals accept any research work even if there is no novelty, if there is no contribution to the science. So this is automatically demotivate us to conduct a high-quality research because it needs dedication. It needs a long period of time and a lot of efforts So the university lecturers think, why I have to spend 1 year for conducting a single research, why I should not prepare a simple report within 1 week. So they did not differentiate between those two issues. So it's same for the rest. So if we see 2 plus 3 and plus 6, 11, we need 11 research publication to become a professor, of course, with having a PhD degree. So in case if the policy of Ministry of Higher Education, if they force us as a university lecturer to publish in a high-index international journal or even local journal, but indexed at least with Scopus, a recognized database, so the rank of the universities, the quality of teaching will rapidly increase. If we concentrate and focus on the main issues we have in the policy, in the rules and regulation of the Ministry of Higher Education in Iraq and in Kurdistan, the main problem is that Ministry of Higher Education and Scientific Research did not consider the ability, the skill, the productivity, and the efforts of the university lecturers. That's why there is no difference between publishing in Web of Science, Clarivate Analytic Index Journal with Q1, quartile 1, with impact factor maybe 10. And if we just publish in a local journal that does not have any index. Another problem is that usually, globally, this is in everywhere, not in our country, some university lecturers make better efforts than the rest. So this will also demotivate the active lecturers, demotivate the good researchers. So they will not have a good motivation to conduct high-quality research. Therefore, the current rules and regulation of Ministry of Higher Education have a very bad consequences and impact on the university lecturers, especially skilled researchers. So enhancement, improvement, reforming in those laws are in a huge need. If we talk about recommendations or suggestions, there are a lot of ways, but in this speech, we just focus on some points. As we said, if the rules will be reformed by Ministry of Higher Education, and if they force us to publish in a well-known journal, in a high-index journal, then we can apply for promoting scientific title, so it will have a great value for increasing the rank of the universities. And one more point. When it comes to the duration of promoting scientific title, if we just go back to this slide, let's say I am holding a PhD, so I immediately become a lecturer, and I want to apply to become assistant professor. What I need 4 years teaching and 3 research publication. Let's say my scientific level is normal, and I just able to publish 3 research articles, okay? Then I have to wait 4 years. Someone else is much better than me. He makes better efforts than me, and he published 6 research articles, even in a higher quality of journals, in a better international journal. Still, he has to wait 4 years. There is no difference. So this is another point that demotivate university lecturers to make better efforts for increasing the rank of the universities. Another solution is dedicating a budget, providing grant for university lecturers to conduct high-quality research in relationship with the governmental sector, because we have so many issues in different governmental sector. And those issues, first of all, must be identified by experts through conducting research, then using suitable methodology to provide suitable solutions. Another recommendation is providing fund for those who are able to publish the research works in a high-index international journals to pay for open access. So if the government dedicate a budget for the payment of open access journal, again, the number of citation, which has a great impact on rank of the universities, will also be increased. So finally, if Ministry of Higher Education could make a better reform in those laws, what will happen? A scientific competition between university lecturers. So we will build a knowledgeable university lecturers, and they will be able to study the issues in any sector we have it in the country through conducting research and providing scientific solution. So we will not only be university lecturer, we will be problem solver in our fields. So if we talk about the consequences of making reforms in those laws, what will happen? First of all, as we said, an intensive scientific competition among university lecturers. Another point, the rank of the university will rapidly increase because, as we said, the number of citation and the quality of research will be improved. Another point is that the quality of teaching also will be increased. Why? Because the more high-quality research we conduct, the more knowledge we will get. So we can offer a better quality teaching to our students in academic institutions. Another point which is very important, and we are currently, especially in Iraq and in Kurdistan, we are struggling of, government struggle of employing the graduated students. So the main problem is that most of the graduated students are not enough qualified to work or to get job in a private sector. So in case of solving those policy by Ministry of Higher Education, the scientific level of university lecture will increase, then the scientific level of the students will automatically increase as well. So they will be more skilled and they can get job in a private sector easier. Thanks for listening to this speech, and I'm happy if you have any question to answer you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sarmad. Yes. The questions will be discussed during the panel.